I've said for 35 years, let neither pleasure nor pain interfere with the pursuit of purpose. Your highest value, your purpose, you will embrace pain and pleasure equally. You will not see them separable. You'll see them as two sides of a magnet. You'll see them as one, and you'll embrace both in the pursuit of it. And you will tend to see that the challenge or the pain or the difficulties are feedbacks to help you refine and make sure you're on track. You don't see it in the way, you see it on the way. You don't see it as obstructive, you see it as instructive, which helps you become a master of that destiny instead of some victim of history. If you exaggerate yourself, you'll attract people to humble you because outside society will help you find yourself. I've said before that everything that's going on in your life is a feedback mechanism to help you be you. I'm going to say that again. Everything that goes on in your life, in the 7 areas of life, spiritually, mentally, vocationally, financially, family, social, or physical, act as feedback mechanisms to help you be the authentic you. So if you exaggerate yourself, somebody will come in to humble you. If you minimize yourself, they'll lift you up. Nature is always trying to bring you back into equanimity. Why? When you live congruently, you feel grateful for life because you feel everything's working. The universe is working on your behalf. You feel connected to the divine magnificence. You see the hidden order in life because it's always helping you get what you want. You feel grateful for an intelligence that's governing the game, you might say. But the second you subordinate to people on the outside and attempt to live in their values, and then set up the ABCDs of negativity and create volatility, because whenever we're living by lower values, we tend to want to get immediate gratification and look for pleasure and try to avoid pain. We end up like an animal, out of control, ungoverned, undisciplined. Freud called it the id, not the ego. In that state, searching for a pleasure without a pain, searching for a happy without a sad, a hedonistic, utilitarian game will be a futile attempt that will guarantee the opposite. That's an out-of-governed, out-of-control animal behavior. This is not mastery. This is a mess, not a mastery. This is where the masses live. 99% of the people live on some curve away from the most vertical, most authentic, upright, orthodox state. When a person is living according to their highest values and is purely congruent, they're inspired by life, they're grateful for life, they're enthused by what they're doing, they love what they're doing. In that moment, they become the 1%ers. But the second they subordinate to any authority, that's why anybody you find that you subordinate to, you think has something you don't, will automatically undermine your self-mastery. You want to go through life and identify who is it that you're subordinating to? Who is it that you think has something you don't? Who do you think has more intelligence than you? Who do you think has more success than you, or achievements than you? Who is it that has more wealth than you? Who is it that has a better relationship than you, more social influence than you, better looks than you, or vitality than you, or more spiritual aware than you? Find out who it is. Find out what specifically you think they have, and then ask yourself, where and when do I demonstrate that? Because at the level of our soul, our most authentic self, nothing's missing in us. But the level of our senses, where we appear to have things missing, we think there's missing, and we create voids. And those voids are what make us have values. So the second we realize we have what we see in the people around us, we don't subordinate, we don't minimize. We don't end up setting unrealistic expectations to try to be somebody we're not and create up the ABCDs of negativity and minimize ourselves away. We don't play small. We stand on their shoulders, not sitting and hiding in underneath their shoulders. Are you with me? Raise your hand if this makes sense. Is this a good reminder? Raise your hand if this is a good reminder. We all need this occasionally, right? To be reminded.